Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Yugioh Duel video. I know I haven't made one in a long time because I don't really have a lot of time to play it that much lately. A lot of the other games that I'm playing take up way too much time. So I'll try to get back into it the best I can, but I can still talk about it because I'm heavily invested in Yugioh in general. I like the game. So there's a new mini box coming out, and there was a fan or a viewer, I guess you want to call him, in the comments section of one of my community tabs or something, and they wanted me to make a video about the new mini box coming out. And I know about all these cards because I played the TCG back then. I know all the impact of all these cards, but of course Duel Links is slightly different, so Duel Links is a slightly different meta, but it's not that different. It's a little different, but you can pretty much project what things are going to be good and what things aren't going to be good. So first of all, the Star Leech card is very good for Photon Galaxy monsters. In fact, it's like one of their, for a long time at least, for a very long time, for a long time, it's going to be one of your main go-tos so that you can start making some plays. So this card is definitely very good. Usually if it's in this section though, it's going to be something that you can get for free or some other way of obtaining it. So these cards here on this list, these cards here are not in the box, but Charge Man is good. You can double his attack, and then you can summon. That makes you allowed to summon Galaxy as Photon Dragon. So you could summon him with this card if you just use this effect. The part where you can't attack doesn't mean anything because you're just using him to go into Star Leech anyways. So Satellite Cannon's a meme card, and this is also a meme card. Like, these are not going to be used, and this is also not going to be used. It's not good. Photon Stream of Destruction. It's actually not too bad. That's actually a pretty good card. This card will be used. Definitely in Duel Links, this card will be used. I don't think it was ever really used in the actual TCG, but this card's actually pretty good. You just banish it. And you're probably going to control Gold Galaxy as Photon Dragon, because the whole strategy of the deck is to get Photon Galaxy Dragon on the field anyways. So you're probably going to use this card. I would say like maybe around 1 or 2 of this. This card's actually really good. It allows you to allows you to get over their boss monster if you can't get over it because it's too strong. This is actually a really good card. So if you got whatever event that might come out for this card, definitely worth getting. Photon Slasher, not so good, but maybe it's better now that you have Star Leech. But I don't think no one really used Photon Slasher. He was only used because he was one of the only Photon monsters back then, but they're releasing a lot of other Photons that didn't exist in the TCG at that one point. They're putting in a bunch of other ones, so this card is not very good. I'm assuming since you're probably going to be able to get a lot of him in the event, but it's okay. He's okay, but there's someone way better than that, and that is going to be Thrasher. And of course, he is the UR. How could you not expect that? He's amazing. He's useful in more decks than just the one that he comes in because he can be searched and things like that. So he's very good. He's gonna be good for years to come. I promise you that, because as long as you draw him in their first hand, or you're able to not have a board yet, you just summon this guy. You do a free level 4 on the board with absolutely no cost, because the part where he can't attack doesn't mean anything. You're gonna be Xyz playing with him most times. Of course, Abyss Dweller is of course also a UR, a mainstay. Even nowadays in the TCG, Abyss Dweller is still very good. In fact, I think his stock has gone up even more than usual. So if you are someone who is wanting to pull a lot in this game, you're pulling in this box, definitely go for Abyss Dweller. From everything else I saw, Abyss Dweller looks like he's like the biggest prize of all. If you're not looking at Galaxy stuff, of course, you probably shouldn't pull in this box that much, but Abyss Dweller is worth pulling on just on its own, because this card wins games. You just sit on this card, and against a certain deck that your opponent might be playing that requires graveyard effects, they can't do anything. They can't get over this thing. It's very hard to get over this. So if you're playing a water deck, you definitely can't. Your opponent can't get over it because they'll have 500 more attack, and that 500 attack actually means a lot. So yeah, Abyss Dweller is definitely 10 out of 10 or 5 out of 5, however you want to grade it. Definitely a very good card. Photon Galaxy Dragon, of course, that's so annoying though, he's the UR. You need to have 3 of him. Like, there's just no way around it. You need to have like 2 or 3 at least. That's how you're making plays. Although it doesn't look like they gave him any of his Xyz monsters yet, which is interesting. Is an interesting strategy. This is a Photon Galaxy is a rank 8 Xyz monster type strategy, and they didn't give him any of his monsters to play. So really all you're doing is just you're summoning Photon Galaxy Dragon and hoping for the best. Interesting idea not to give him any of the boss monsters when you have a mini box set. So that's what they do. Ghost Tricks are here. Ghost Tricks don't really, I don't know. Ghost Tricks aren't that late, actually. If you think, I'm trying to think of, it's around this time when they would come out, so this card's very good even without, because he's just a generic rank 3. He's a generic rank 3, so very good. He was used a lot even with decks like Burning Abyss. I don't know when Burning Abyss is gonna come out. Probably never. Burning Abyss is way too good. It probably won't ever come out. If it does, it'll probably come out way later than they because the thing with Burning Abyss is that deck lasts for so long, for many years. That deck came out when I was still playing the TCG a lot more, and it's still being played. It's literally still being played to very good success. So Burning Abyss, I don't know when they're going to come out, but this card is used in Burning Abyss way more than their own archetype, pretty much. It's good though. It's really good. It's just this card will not help you carry games. This is not a carry Xyz monster. He's just a nice monster to have, but not insane. Roach is whatever, pretty good, but not amazing. 1900 attack. Your opponent can probably get over it, but depending on what they're playing, it might be pretty good. Strike Bouncer is an awkward rank 6, so you're probably never gonna play it. Maybe it's different in Duel Links. Maybe it might be different. Might be different. That's why it's a super rare. I just don't. It wasn't played that much in TCG. Really wasn't played that much. It was very rarely played because rank 6 is too awkward. It's not a very popular, getting to that. So Malevolent Sin. I don't even remember this. Banish into your opponent's neck. Yeah, this card's pretty good. This card's pretty good because it allows you, if you can, if they sit on a boss monster and they have no back row, or I don't know why they would do that, but if you use this on the Xyz monster, you plus because they lose their attachments. That's the only thing I can see with this effect working. Is if you use this on an Xyz monster, then they lose their attachments because that's how that works, guys. If you guys don't know. They're sitting on a 2 attachment Xyz monster and use this effect. The two attachments go to the graveyard and the monster gets banished. And when it comes back, it loses all of its attachments. Those attachments don't come back. They stay in the graveyard. So that's how that works, guys. In case you didn't know. Photon Lizard's not very good, but it's the only searcher for the deck right now. It's one of the only searchers that exist. So unfortunately, you're wasting a normal summon to search. It's not very good, but it's all they have, unfortunately. Photon Vanisher is pretty good. You can combo this really well with Thrasher, so you could summon two 2K beat sticks and summon Photon Galaxy Dragon with that. Gaga Head is pretty good, but I don't know if anyone would even be playing Gaga cards. They're not very good. They're okay, but they're missing a lot of stuff, I think. And Dodo, whatever, no one cares. United We Stand is like a meme. I can't believe they're even releasing this, but it might be good. It's not gonna be nearly as strong because you can only have 3 monsters, but if you think about it this way, guys, it's a lot easier to get. Oh, you guys can't see it. Whoops. Okay, sorry about that. My stream won't fit it. United We Stand. I'm showing United We Stand basically. It's a monster. It's an equipped spell that allows you to gain 800 attack and defense for each monster you control. I think everybody knows that. It's actually better. I think it might actually be better in Duel Links than in the TCG because you're more likely to get 3 monsters on the field than 5. So yeah, you could say that it was nerfed. You can't have 5 monsters on the field, but you're more likely to have 3 than have 5. Hammer shot. It's not that big of a deal because you could destroy your own monster if you're not careful. So hammer shot's not that good, but it's okay. Photon, I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Preparative. Pretty good card because it allows you to change the game state in a good way. So I've used this card a few times when there wasn't a lot of. It's one of those. This is one of those Xyz monsters that is good because there's not a lot of Xyz monsters right now. But if in a few months from now, no one's gonna remember this card even exists. This card never saw play whatsoever. There's almost no Butter Spy monsters, and the effect is garbage. It sounds good, but you have to also return itself. So you're basically using 2 detachments to use this effect, and it won't be coming back. So it's not good. It was never good. There's almost no Butter Spice monsters. They gave up on the archetype like immediately, so there's no point in that card. Paladin and Photon Dragon, useless. Why are you ritual summoning when you need to be using better cards? This card's pretty good. It allows you to search. Ghost Trick. I know all the Ghost Tricks. I used to play them a lot. I don't think their key cards in here though. I don't think some of their cards are good yet. I don't think Ghost Tricks are good yet. They're in the phase where they have a few things, but not everything yet. All the Dodo cards no one cares about. This is the only Butter Spy monster you should even be playing if you're going to be playing this. This is not. Yeah, this is the card because it allows you to normal summon if you have if you're playing a warrior deck, you want to have this card. I play this a lot in Battle Unboxers and a lot of other warrior type decks, so it's good. Galaxy Storm. Too situational. Photon Trident is good. For the Photon deck, of course. XYZ Devilback, nope. Luminize, it's okay. Bouncer Guard, nope, because bouncers are not good. Butterfly Yoke is pretty good. Actually, I think I remember using this a little bit back in the day when there wasn't much available, like in the TCG. It's decent. Nope, Butter Spy monsters are not very good, and also Daybreaker is situational. Some people might like that card though. Berserk Scales, no. Twin Photon Lizard's a meme. Photon Saber Tiger, no. Photon Leo, nope. Maybe some people might like the effect, but it's not. It's a 2 tribute. It's a 1 tribute monster actually, but you have to tribute it. Like you're not tributing in Photon decks really. Photon Circle, nope. You're probably only going to play this because there's no other Photon cards really to play. Photon Caesar, nope. Unless you don't have anything else. Photon Pirate's okay because it allows you to get to 2000 attack for their boss monster. Warwolf, nah. It's okay. But they don't have all the best cards yet. Light Serpent. Okay, I guess. I mean, if you're playing rank 3s. Overlay Sentinel, it's okay, but you're probably not going to play it over Photon Vanisher. Photon Vanisher is much better. Giant Red Snake, I mean, come on. Firecracker, come on. Galaxy Wave, no. You're not going to play it, guys. This might sound interesting to you. Oh wow, I'm going to seize monster, I'm going to seize a lot of times this duel. Okay, so you're putting a card in your deck that takes away 500 life points only, and you're neg-1ing to you're going neg-1 to places on your field, and you're taking away 500 life points. Not very scary, pretty bad. That's why it's a common or normal. You're not playing rituals and photons. Overlay Captor is actually pretty good. It's pretty good, but it's a little situational too. Photon Cerberus allows you to push for a game because it negates traps. Butter Spies, nope. All the Bouncer cards, nope. Chopman the Desperate Outlaw. When this card is flip summoned, nope. I'm just gonna immediately say nope. And the Feint Plan just allows you to play Ghost Tricks, because it allows you to make it so they can't attack face-down monsters during that turn. But it's already in the Valkyrie Rage box anyways, so not a hype card. So that's really it, guys. This mini box isn't really that good other than an Abyss Dweller. All I'm seeing is Abyss Dweller and also Photon Thrasher. Everything else is like a non-necessary. Like, it's not a necessity to have any of these cards. I personally don't think that this is that hype other than the two ultra rares. Like, there's some nice things in here, like, of course, like I said, like Alucard, and also this one is nice, and also this is pretty nice. But there's nothing in here that says, that screams, I must start playing this game for this box. So, if I was ever to give it like a score out of 5, I would just do like 3 out of 5. Because there's like 3 or 4 cards you'd want to actually pull out of this whole thing. If you're going for Galaxy, of course you would want a lot more than just a few cards. But for a person who doesn't really care a lot about like Galaxy, I'm saying if you're the viewer that don't care a lot about it, because there's not a lot going on in this box. So Abyss Dweller, definitely thumbs up. Photon Thrasher, definitely thumbs up. And then there's some odds and ends in here that are decent. And of course, if there's like a whatever event this might be coming out, you want to get this card. However you can get it, you need to get it if you're going to be playing Galaxy cards. Anyways, guys, this video is way too long. Holy crap, this video is way too long already. I don't know if a lot of people are going to watch this, but I appreciate it if you are going to watch it. This is just some random TCG guy who played a lot back in the day, and I played during this era, so I know all about all these cards and how well they will do. And Photon Galaxy needed a lot more support in order to be actually useful. Thank you guys for watching. If you watched all the way to the end of this video, make sure to type in #Photon. #Photon. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in the next video, whatever it may be, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.